there, welcome to my kitchen. This is a Trader Joe's try-on haul. This video is for entertainment and relatability purposes. I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a nutritionist, and these are just my intuitive diaries. My thought process when it comes to choosing the foods that I love at Trader Joe's. So we'll start with this sparkling water, great staple, great flavor. It's like $3.99. Also don't drink alcohol, so I am a sucker for a bubbly water. We have these sliced crimini mushrooms. I have been cooking these, just steaming them with the rice halfway through, putting some salt, and then just having the lid on while the rice cooks. And then putting some soy sauce, some butter, and letting the soy sauce and butter kind of cook in it. It's a really good way to prepare with this rice. And then I bake sweet potatoes and tomatoes in the oven at 425 with some seasoning. It's super good. That's one of my meals. This chili onion crunchy stuff is really good to have with the sweet potato mix I was telling you about. Yes, this is the brown rice I get from Trader Joe's. It's really easy to make. I don't have a rice cooker, so I just get this. I do the stovetop method, which works for me in my kitchen. I don't have a microwave. Tomatoes, again, for that baked mix, I just put a tomato with the sweet potato. This is going to be my breakfast. Really need to incorporate more protein into my diet because I don't want to pass out. So yeah, I know this has a lot of sodium, but you know, you win some, you lose some. Let's see, this is one of my favorite dinners, Spanish rice. Have these as the base, put some avocado, some chips and salsa. Great combo. These are such a delicious snack. Oh my goodness, they're easy to eat. My relationship with food is something that I have had a silent struggle with for many years. I never talked about it, not because I didn't want to. Truthfully, I didn't have awareness around the issue. So it took me until just within the last year or two to realize that I've always had issues with food and body dysmorphia. And this is just something that somebody said worked. I'm not a professional, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a psychologist. But for me, what worked, it just simplifying it and just thinking, you know, don't overthink it. If you get hungry, keep vegetables in your fridge because these are so easy to eat and they're washed already. Just making little, like this is, I guess, what I meant in the beginning of the video when I was saying my thought processes, it's just gathering data and symptoms of what your body, the feedback you get from your body, and then making a choice. So for example, my body shut down. I thought I was gonna pass out. I thought I was gonna have a stroke. I went to the ER. I got blood tests back saying, you know, giving me data. So I have to make different choices to optimize my diet. And that's, I guess, my thought process with food, knowing and having an awareness that I tend to have body dysmorphia. I look in the mirror and I'm unsure of what I'm looking at. I don't see it objectively. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to explain, and that might resonate with some of you. And if it does, let me know in the comments what, you know, that might bring up for you. I digress, but yes, these are such a good snack, and they're really easy, accessible. Butter, bananas, I have these for breakfast. On that note, I do believe that there's wisdom in the body, sort of. It's like, you know that feeling when you just exerted yourself in an exercise or walked up a flight of stairs. You're super thirsty, and then you take a drink, and it's just so refreshing, and that feeling of like nourishment that you get when you drink water, and it's, you know, really needed and appreciated. That's kind of the feeling that you should be getting from food. And when you do, like, for example, I was talking about the butter and how I go through like way more butter than the average person probably, but I also don't eat meat, and I also like my body, our bodies still, there's like a wisdom in being drawn to. Same with these chips. I just saw, I've been eating these chips for a long time. These chips are 500 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids. These chips make my body feel so good. Like, it helps my digestion. It's high in flax seeds. There's a wisdom your body feels. It's I guess I'm just describing intuitive eating. Love these. These hot dog buns, I use them for breakfast with the soy riso and the eggs. This is really good with the flaxseed chips. Delicious. This artichoke jalapeno dip. Soup's delish. Would recommend. This is what I have for my lunches every day. It's healthy and it's filling, and you can add anything you want to doctor it up, to fancy it up. Love these. Milk. I guess long term I will be phasing almond milk and oat milk out, but it just works for the right now. When I say phasing it out, I mean that I would like to just make my own oat and almond milk by, you know, taking oats and almonds and putting it in the blender with water. That's a lot cheaper. It's a lot more pure. These have a lot of sugar, I know. They make my coffee a little bit better, and that's how I know I'll make it, when I have the time and money to make my own oat and almond milk. Stay tuned. I got avocados because after I eat an avocado, I feel full and satiated and not like heavy and gross. And it wasn't, even though I did go to the grocery store kind of hungry, I didn't get any sweets, which normally I let myself get like ice cream or cookies or something. I had the snickerdoodles in my hand and I put it back, and I'm so happy I did that because I have tendencies to binge eat. So I'm just trying to be mindful. I'm not judging myself for binge eating, but I have that tendency. Maybe next week when I go, I'll get cookies. You know, I don't want to be rigid about it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.